Good morning, Orly.
Good morning.
So, what brings you here today?
I've recently been diagnosed with diabetes,
Hmm.
and my doctor told me that it'd be good for me to start exercising. I just can't seem to find any time in my schedule to exercise.
So you're finding it difficult to find time in your schedule to exercise.
Yes, very difficult.
Um, so has your doctor provided any like exercise regimen for you to follow, or any information on exercise?
No, he just told me that it'd be good for my health and for my health condition to exercise, but hasn't given me any like firm ways to exercise. Just told me it'd be a good idea.
Okay. Orly, how important is it for you to incorporate exercise into your lifestyle on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being the least important, to 10 being most
I'd say about an 8.
important? And why would you say an 8? Why not a lower number or higher number?
My father had diabetes too, and he didn't listen to any of the doctor's requests, so he didn't do any exercise. And I saw that kind of took a really negative toll on his health, and I just don't want to be like that. I understand why it is really important to exercise with my condition, so I don't want to be like my father and make the same health choices that he did.
Do you have any kids, Orly?
Yes.
Oh, okay, awesome. So are your kids? Are they involved in any exercise or activities?
Yeah, they do tons of activities.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, every day of the week they're somewhere. I'm always driving them and waiting for them and picking them up, so they're always busy.
Oh, that's great. I'm glad to hear that you're really engaged in taking your kids to activities and stuff like that. So, when you bring your kids to activities, I mean, is there any time there that maybe you can engage in exercise
Um,
or
yeah, I've never really thought of it because I'm usually just focused on them. That's not time for myself.
yeah?
So usually I just drive them there and then I wait kind of in the waiting area or in my car or wherever I can wait for them, just waiting to pick them up, take them to the next activity. So I've never really viewed that as time that I could be using for myself.
And do you have like any past experience of exercise or any activities that maybe you're used to doing?
Not recently, but when I was much younger, I used to exercise before I had kids and before I had a job, so I had more time. But not recently.
Okay. Do you think there could be any strategies or like any strategies you can make for yourself, like in that free time that you do have? Like,
Yeah, I think I didn't view it as free time before we kind of just started talking about it, but now that I know that that's like a good hour of my day every day, which I think my doctor said 30 minutes a day would be good for exercise, so that gives me more than enough time. So maybe I can explore, like I take them to the community center to do their exercises, their activities. So maybe I can explore if there's something I can do there too, like a class or even just use their gym equipment.
have you seen like any postings at the community center for specific activities that you may be interested in?
I think I might have seen one for aqua aerobics.
Oh.
Yeah, but I just in passing, because like I said, I'm usually focused on my kids, so
Yeah.
I'll look into that.
Okay, I just want to summarize what we've been talking about so far. So you do see the importance in incorporating exercise into your lifestyle, but you mentioned that there is a barrier, which is time. However, you are kind of willing to make a strategy to incorporate exercise into your lifestyle.
Yes.
You'd say that's correct, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So with this strategy that small strategy you kind of came up with, small steps, like how committed would you be on a scale of 0 to 10 to kind of acting upon it?
I'd say about a 7. I think, like we spoke about already, I do believe that it's really good for me. I just haven't really taken that time to focus on myself. Like I said, it's been more about my kids, so I think it will will be a little bit hard for me to get out of the routine of like taking time away from my kids to focus on myself. But I think that is kind of downtime. I'm not really with them at the time. I'm just waiting, so it might be a good time. I'm just getting comfortable with a new routine.
Awesome. So, yeah, like, sorry, your kids. What do you think they? Because your kids are obviously important to you. So, how do you think they would see your decision?
I think they'd be happy. They always ask me why I don't do activities because they're always so busy and they're young, so I don't think they really understand. But I think they'd be happy if I'm doing stuff too because we could kind of go to our classes together.
So yeah, you did mention that you do take your kids to like activities at the community center, which is great. Have you considered any things that you could possibly do with your kids? Activities you guys can do together.
Oh, that's interesting too. I haven't really. I think in the summer months we usually like go to the park and play sports together, but in the winter there's not much that we do together. So maybe my daughter's been wanting to learn how to skate, so maybe even that. Would that be considered exercise or?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Huh.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that sounds great, Orly. It looks like we've all you've started to consider some options for change. So yeah, this is great. So yeah, I would like to follow up with you on some of these plans that you made.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
And just see how you're doing.
Perfect.
Okay, Orly. Thanks for
you.
coming by today.
Thank you.